because I'm leaning back today.
That's what's up. Oh, it's broadcasting. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Facetious, episode 129, season 3, episode 25, brought to you on Thursday, July 5th at 6:06 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm your host. I'm Larry, aka Bluemanrule, and I am joined as usual by my main damn Mike, aka Scarfinger, aka Real Talk. What's up, dog?
What's going on, bro? Okay, I want to warn the listeners.
You're a little robot-y, but go ahead and get your warning in.
No, if this robot is probably voice meter. You need me to close it and open it back?
You can go ahead and close it and open it back if you want to.
Okay.
Should you want to?
1 moment, you talk.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we're happy to be back in your ear, in front of your eyeballs again today. Look, I hope you enjoyed the 4th. You know, I really do. You know, I hope everybody went ahead and kicked it, ate like they.
So it's three things. It's three things.
Why is that?
2, I don't care. I'm kind of on team effort right now, and I'm really just going to enjoy my freeze pops because everyone seems to have a problem with me vaping. So I am going to enjoy my freeze pops while recording this podcast. And the third.
This, that, and the third. Okay.
I am kind of. I don't know. I'm kind of on team effort today.
Why, bro? Like, okay,
I just don't have it. Like, I'm just like, man, this. Well, first of all, I need vacation. I really need vacation. I haven't had a real vacation in quite some time.
What's up, Slasher?
A real vacation in quite some time. I think I'm overdue for a vacation. And just like things today have been kind of getting on my nerves, and it's not anything specific. It's just in general. Just
okay.
I just ain't had. You know what I mean? So I'm just kind of on team effort. And I had people complaining about me vaping on podcasts. So I'm just like, screw all of these. I think I'm taking August off. That's what I think I'm gonna do.
You want to take August off? Okay.
Yep, all 3 shows.
All 3 shows. That's cool. It's still gonna roll. It's still gonna roll without you. I mean, it won't be the same, but we still gonna roll. So we'll make it happen. I'll try to see if I can get some guests on. So if you want to guest, holler at your boy. Hit us up at Facetious Pod on Twitter.
That's a preliminary thing, though.
Preliminarily,
it's not definite at this point.
Okay. So what you're saying is that what you considering?
Right.
Okay. That's what's up, man. But my question is, man, you're a grown man, but why you always feel like why you always got to have something in or around your mouth, though? I'm just saying.
No, vaping is just normal. Like this, how some people crave cigarettes, I crave my nicotine just the same.
Your thug juice?
Today, no, the thug juice is terrible now.
Yeah. You said it on the other show I was listening. You were like, man, they done messed up the formula.
Yeah, they done messed up the formula, and it's bad. It's like I ordered something. Last time I placed an order from the place where I get the thug juice from, I ordered it just thinking I'm gonna get the same stuff. Right.
Okay.
Turns out I didn't read the reviews, and around December they started getting that new. And I hadn't known at all. So yeah, they started getting that new. So like when I got this, I was like, this ain't right. Something's not right about this. I went to the website, and then I saw the reviews and was like, oh, everybody else is like on the same thing. People were trying to come up with like solutions on how to fix it. Okay, order some thug juice, right? Then order some watermelon, and then mix those together, and it might taste a little bit like how it used to. Like that.
They got you ghetto rigging it. That's like, yeah, you add some Sprite to the fruit punch. That's how they got you going.
They make your fruit punch stretch, and it got some sparkling to it. You know,
and it got a little I like that lemon lime. Nothing about that lemon lime flavor. He's silly, man. But no, man. So I wanted to say though, dog. All right. So I had different.
Where the chat at? Because I ain't seen none of those chats pop up yet.
I don't know why, but I'm seeing them in my I am seeing them in my Restream. But when I was actually looking on the stream, they down there. They in there.
I'm on YouTube and I don't see them.
You don't see them?
Weird. I don't see it. They're not here. They're not here. Hold on.
That's quite weird.
I got nothing.
Well, I got him. So, my boy Simpson is up in this piece, man, which is good because, dog. Okay, so I had the name of this show as Independence, right after Independence, but Scar still slurping. Reckless Mage, Sam, he been here the whole time. Nobody said what's up. I ain't even see you. My bad, Sam. My bad, dog. What's going on?
I don't even see the chat. Like my chat is not moving.
Okay, let me get over here. So here's the deal. So if people don't know, I pull up just enough. So I have Restream that pulls in the chat from YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer. And it puts them all into one chat window so I can follow it. And however, it doesn't tell me who's in the chat. It doesn't give me all the participants from everything. So I don't know you here unless you type something in. So that's me. So I'll pull up the video. I put it into OBS so I can stream it out to the other two services, Twitch and Mixer. But I'm not looking at the YouTube chat. So if you're out there in the YouTube chat, my bad. However, if you hit me on either one of the chats, I should be able to respond. So, but yeah, so I changed the name of the show, as I was saying. It was Independence, but I changed the name of the show, Mike, to making that call. So today, after looking all yesterday, like all day, and then the day before at work as well, I figured that I couldn't make Simpson's wedding, dog. I couldn't make the wedding, bruh. The tickets for one person, $610. Like that's the bare minimum, dog. That's the bare minimum, and it's rough, dog. And here's the thing: I had to swallow.
Damn that Samson Simpson is Mr. Financial Freedom. How about you spread some of that financial freedom around, my dude?
Right.
I almost went there.
I know. I heard the edit.
I backed it off a little bit. I came right there.
You did right to the edge. You got right up to the edge. Says that the Edge browser is awful. Got to watch this on your phone. Be right back. All right, I understand and I agree. The Edge browser is terrible, absolutely terrible.
Who the hell uses Edge? We all on Chrome, dog. Come on.
Like get in where you fit in, dog. Get in where you fit in.
Like I mean, like damn, he might as well say he was using Safari.
Oh, you bogus! Why'd you have to bring back Safari? Net zero in the smug.
Like who uses Safari? Like every time my iTunes update, I don't need iTunes, but I got it installed. Every time they come out with a new update, Apple will be like, "You want the Safari though?" And I'm like, "No, I never want the Safari.
Never want the Safari.
I never want the Safari." That's like and for real, and like in reality or metaphorically, I don't want the Safari.
Right.
I want to go on a regular Safari.
Right. Simpson said, "Is that like Foxfire or AOL?" It's stupid, man. He said he laughing. He just about to head to OKC. Man, I'm telling you, bro. But you ever had to make that call that you didn't want to have to make, Mike? Like whether it's like with an ex, or it's with a current, or it's with a boss, or it's with like one of the friends that they're gonna get mad. You ask, like you loan them some ducats and they need to pay you back because you need them ducats right now, but you don't really want to ask because they're gonna take it all personally. But you're gonna ask anyway because you need them. Like you ever in a situation?
I have two words and I can't say anything else. I co-parent.
That's valid. That's valid. That is absolutely valid, sir. Word up. So making that call today to Simpson, man, was not something I want to look forward to doing. Like I could have just texted him and been like, bro, I can't make it. But I'm like, nah, man, this is one of these things you cannot send in the text. Simpson was there at my wedding. Like he was in my wedding party. You know, and I wanted to be there on his day, man, but I just can't afford it. So, but Simpson was cool about it. He was like, man, I understand. It's all good, brother.
Hold up, son. You won't eat in the party? And I can't feel no way about it. I never got my invite. At least the invite. I didn't even get no invite. You dirty Simpson. You dirty dude.
No, see, the thing is, he would have had me. He would have had me in his party, but his fiance has a smaller bridesmaid party. So
she need more friends.
You can't have them uneven, dog. It throws a wedding coordinator completely off.
She need more friends. Oh, go get your sister, cousin, them, and be like, look, I need y'all to go get these dresses, and I need y'all to stand over here.
But see, then what happens is that you end up having somebody in your wedding party you don't really like that much. And do you really want to look back on your special day forever, and see that person that you ain't really all that fond of?
I mean, I guess on one level you're right.
You know what I'm saying, dog?
I guess on one level you're right, but then like your mans in them can't even be in your wedding because your girl ain't got no friends. Like, how messed up is that? Your girl ain't got no friends. Now my mans in them can't be in my wedding. That's dirty business, Simpson. Like, you need look, but leading up, like from the moment you proposed, you should have been like, you need more friends. I need you to take however long it's been since the time you propose to the time you getting married. You need to set her up in some Facebook groups, some local stuff. You need to go to meetup.com. Like, you need to make sure she has friends so that your mans and them can actually be in your wedding. Like, you're not doing your part, Simpson. Like, that's ridiculous. So your mans and them can't even be in the wedding party,
right?
And like, you know what I mean? Like, you look. Okay, so because you weren't in the wedding party, like I think he feels better by not sliding you them ducats for the financial freedom. See, that's what he did. That's what he did. You a dirty dude, Simpson. Now he ain't gotta feel no way about it. He got to feel no way about it, Mr. Financial Freedom. How much this wedding cost? You could afford $600 more.
So bogus, man. Man,
$600 more. You could do that, Financial Freedom.
Well, Sam made a good point. He said his fiance hates you. That's what it is. Now Simpson responded back saying,
look, even if she hates me
now.
And like, even if she hate me, I'm not there for her. I'm there for you. You my mans. And
right.
Like, okay, like here's the problem. Like, if you're in a wedding party, like there are some people that like that you don't necessarily want to be in your wedding party. You know, like your cousin that pledged Q. Like that is the you know, because he gonna be standing there drawing attention to himself, going. You know what I mean? And he gonna try to party hop because you know they be drinking, and you know, like, so he gonna try to party hop down the aisle. The lady he supposed to be walking with, or one of her invisible friends is invisible friend. Yeah. One of her invisible friends, right? Looking at him like, nigga, what's wrong with you? But like, you know that dude. Like, you don't want your dog. I don't need that. I don't need that. Like, I'm like I need a groomsman right now. I don't need M'Baku. Like, that's not what I need right now.
Not
I don't need M'Baku, because you know M'Baku is a Q dog. You know he's a Wakanda Q dog.
Bogus, man.
He probably got a brand. We ain't see it, but he probably got a brand. You know what? His brand is probably on his chest, not on his arm.
Hey, Simpson said, dang, Reckless. You know, when Reckless said that his fiance hates you, he said, look, more women want problems. But keep in mind, he didn't deny that she hates me. So
you know what I'm saying? That's the when you ask your girl to do something weird that she ain't never done before,
right?
And she gives you that answer, like you trying to put in the back door or something, and she gives you like a weird answer, and you like, but you ain't say no though.
Right? She be like,
you ain't say no though.
Right. And that Slasher said, you know, about the way. Well, Sam said his best friend's fiance hated him because he was a quote unquote bad influence. I can't imagine Sam being a bad influence unless she thinks that someone knowing a little bit too much about comic books is a bad influence. Like, I can't.
No, you know what it is? She don't like wrestling.
Oh, that's probably it. Probably it. She didn't want her husband coming from the top rope. So Simpson said, look, man, for the groomsmen, it was either 2 or almost 10. And he said, and he's talking about the brides, the bridesmaids. Either she was gonna have 2, or everybody else was just gonna get mad if she had more than that. Then somebody else would have heard from somebody else that they got it, and it would have been like, "Oh, so you ain't asked me," so it would have been 2 or 10. Simpson was like, there wasn't no meeting.
10, and we wearing top hats with canes, and we go do this thing up.
Well, see, now you keep in mind this would have been an alpha wedding, not a Kappa wedding. So the canes would have stayed in the closet.
Say the canes. No, it was the straight canes, not the curved canes with the red and white around them. Like with these straight canes.
You talking about formal canes, like dressed.
Canes. Yes, with a tail. You know what I mean? Your suit gotta have a tail on it. Like that's what we doing right now. I'm not saying that the suit's got to be white. I'm not saying that the suit's got to be white, but that would be kind of fly though. With some top hats.
Hey, cummerbund though. What color is a cummerbund though?
I mean that has to be according to the wedding colors. Like we'll let that ride, because here's the worst part about a wedding, like a real wedding. Like I ain't talking about no going to justice of peace and nothing like that. But the worst part about a wedding is the fact that like you go through all of this, right?
Right.
All of this to get married. And it's really nothing there for you. Like you just there to help pay for it and make her look good. Like the wedding is not for the man at all. It's so she can have her princess moment.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's not even that, because a lot of it is actually standing on ceremony. Because when me and my wife and I were getting married, like we got married on a budget. Simpson was there. He knows, like we got married on a budget, but I still thought it turned out pretty nice. But like, look, man, my wife was like, I don't even know why we got to do all this stuff. But there's so much wrapped up in tradition, right? And there's so much wrapped up in cultural and societal expectations that people really, really, really dig into that. Now, Simpson's gonna have some cool stuff at his wedding, so I do want to see the video on it. You know what I mean? So, I just want to check that out. And
yeah, I didn't go with the whole traditional thing. Like and I mean, I guess that's why I'm not married anymore. But there was really very little tradition in my wedding, so I guess that's why I'm not married anymore. I
just need a little bit more tradition, dog. Like
I did a small thing and just threw a big party after. Like that was the thing for me. Like
you had a soiree.
Yeah, like I just threw a big party after. Like the reception was dope. The wedding was just something cool. Like, I didn't need all of that.
Right.
But you know what I mean? Like, so and I don't, if I ever get married again, I don't need all that either. Like, I just don't think it's
you don't think it's necessary, right?
I don't think it's ever necessary to have a big wedding. Like that's like a small ceremony, whether you're having it at a church or something like that. Invite your close fam and your friends, and just commit yourself to your love, and then y'all party up after. That's what it is. That's what it should be. The big weddings just seem expensive for nothing,
bruh. I'm like this, man. Like here's like my boy C. He had an open bar, and I'm kind of like what Slasher said. He said, "Okay, it's okay. Just point me to the direction of the food and the bar, and we good." Like I'm with Slash on that. Like just point, and then had the music pumping. Point me to the bar. Point me to the food. Let's go. We're gonna make it happen. Simpson said no Sunday bar, but he might have a panda there if these permits come through.
Hey, I ain't the buyer. Now, Skeeter, I ain't hurt nobody. I got a question for Mr. Panda Bear here.
Mr. Panda.
That's a South Park reference. I know you're not about that life.
Man, I used to watch South Park a little bit. Not as much as I should have, I guess. But man, okay, I got two things,
my
man.
My man said his wedding will be catered by Arby's.
You might want to put a little bit more tradition in that one.
I saw some on Facebook. It was a week before last, where it says, "How old were you when you realized that Arby's is just RBs, which stands for roast beefs, wrote out?" I
didn't realize it till now. I never thought about it. Oh, Sam said as long as you play No Diggity with the rap.
Yeah, like you can't be doing no Z104 type stuff. Z104 is the Hampton Road, one of the Hampton Road stations. Like they play urban music, but kind of like if it's a song where it's like an R&B song and the rapper kind of does the rap on it, and then like the rest of the joint is straight, like No Diggity, right?
Yep.
They will cut out the rap for some reason. And then like they'll do something stupid, right? Like they'll keep Queen Pen, but they'll get rid of Dr. Dre. Like, how you just go get rid of Dr. Dre on the song? Like, really? That's what we doing here?
Right, man. Now, No Diggity, man. So FYI for you, if y'all know Robert Workman, aka DCD, if you know him, when we were down at PAX South, that was his jam. We were at the party, the Loot Crate party. And let me tell you, dog, he was like, that song came on, man. He had the old man lip with the clap. I mean, but he knew every single word, dog. He was on it. That was his jam. He's like the way you work it.
Yeah, the shout out to the sample heads that know where the sample came from. Because as soon as you put on the song is Bill Withers' Grandma's Hands. As soon as Grandma's Hand come on, you be like, you start rapping in your head. At one time I went to that one time I went to 7-Eleven, right? I went to 7-Eleven.
You went to 7-Eleven, dog. I think you said one time at 7-Eleven. Like that's what you.
I went to 7-Eleven, right? And I got your boy some hot dogs, and I was gonna put some chili and cheese on it. So I put the chili on it, and I pressed the button, and I guess it was running out of cheese, and the cheese machine made a sound, and the sound it made was and I immediately started rapping because we all know that is the Best of Me remix with Jay-Z, and as soon as you hear that, like I did, yes, y'all a jigga man be balling, like I did that like out loud, like it had to be done, like and that was on the cheese.
Jukebox and off a cheese dispenser, dog.
Yeah, I pressed the button. It made that sound, and I immediately started rapping. Because you know exactly what's happening when you hear that.
Man, you silly, man. Simpson, by the way, said that he's not gonna have Arby's, but he is gonna have Hennessy, and he's gonna make sure they play Dipset Anthem and Hot Ninjas. And Sam said, and
it is on and popping.
Some tradition. Simpson has always bucked the trend, just so y'all know. But now Sam is right. He said I gave up on a Loot Crate party when they said, "Yo, Drake dropped the verse," and then Teddy Riley started singing. Like they muted that. I was like, "Oh, come on, son, come on." So
they skipped it. So told you they skipped. They let Queen Pen stay, and you skip Dr. Dre. And like, how you gonna just skip Dr. Dre like that?
Man, nuts, dog, nuts, man. But man, I only got 3 more things to talk about, dog. Man, we already like 24 minutes in, dog. Real quick, Paul George maxed out here in Oklahoma City, dog. Oklahoma City will have the highest salary.
That was dog.
Yeah, it was. Listen, dog. We're gonna pay $300 million in salary plus luxury tax fees this year.
Because you know your man's ain't walking away from all that money. Melo is not walking away from all that money. Whether or not you want to put him on the bench or not, which he refuses to go to the bench, but he is not about to walk away from all that money. That is one thing about Melo. He might step out on his lady, but he ain't gonna step away from that contract.
He ain't gonna step out, man. He ain't gonna step away. He know. 17 mil? Who else gonna pay him 17 mil? Nobody.
At this point, the Lakers may need to.
Bruh.
Yo, that was crazy. Like Lakers fans was just like, we got LeBron. Yeah. The Warriors got Boogie. Word.
Oh, for real.
but here's the thing about though. The Boogie Cousins deal is not as big of a deal as people think it is.
Really?
Coming off of Achilles, he may not even play until the playoffs start.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Interesting.
That he may not even play into the playoffs start, the second half of the season or the beginning of the playoffs. He may not even touch the floor.
Really? That's interesting, man. Wow. Simpson said, "Tell PG3 to make a big shot and Melo not to brick one." That's valid.
You know what? This is the only time. This is the only time I'm going to say this phrase. I agree with Skip Bayless.
What? Now think about that before you throw that like that.
He says that, you know, he called himself playoff P, which is stupid. But he's Paul George through the regular season. As soon as the playoffs come, he's George Paul.
Bogus.
He just kind of disappears.
I mean, that's valid. I guess
Did he score any points on the elimination game?
I don't think so. No.
I don't think he scored nan point.
No, he had to have scored a couple. I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up later and take a look.
Or he hadn't scored anything like after he hadn't scored anything after like the second after the first half of the second quarter. He scored nothing for the rest of the game.
Now Simpson is yelling boo at you, man. I don't know why he's yelling boo at you, but he's yelling boo. He's not happy. He called you bogus finger.
Why are we bogus? Like why are we bogus? Because that ain't just directed at me. That's directed at us. We together on this.
We are together on this. We are together on that. I don't know why. I think it's a bad call. But I mean, look here, man. Sam Presti. Did you know he's a huge what fan is it talking about on Levitard show? Was it Wu-Tang?
Tribe Called Quest.
Tribe Called Quest, and he's like scared money don't make none.
I mean, you got the kind of money that he got,
right?
I mean, you could feel that. You know what I mean?
So. I guess so, man. I ain't mad at him, no.
But your boy Samson Simpson scared money ain't getting you to the wedding though.
Yeah, I mean it's valid. It's valid, man. I'm still upset about that, man. My wife came in there because I was upset last night, and I was in here looking. I'm like, babe, I can't afford to go to the wedding. Oh, one thing that I want to say that I think probably got cut off. I'd already sunk my hotel cost, and it's not reimbursable. $347 gone. Damn. Gone. But it's all good, man. It's all good. Thankfully, I had it, so I'm not too concerned. But I just know from now on, I'll make sure to pay the extra price to get the cancellation, just in case I got to do that. But all right, so we back. So Scar, I'm back. So Scar, I want to bring up this topic.
Okay, all right. So look. In the last elimination game for the Thunder, George Paul, scored 5 points on 2 of 16 shooting and 0 for 6 threes with 6 turnovers in
5 points,
46 minutes.
Bro, if you put me on the floor, I can score 5 points.
Jazz.
What? Hey, look at what. Look at what Sam put in the chat. Sam put in the chat. He said J.R. Smith has agreed to sign with the Lakers. Unfortunately, the Lakers did not agree back.
Yeah, I shared that meme. That's
so funny.
Yo,
that's good.
The whole thing about the Warriors signed like the Undertaker. I saw M'Baku. Look, and then Knox put in the chat. I was gonna try to share it, but I didn't want to rain on. I didn't want to try to take that from Knox. But he said that the Warriors have signed the Lakers.
Yeah, I saw that, bro. I was like, that's crazy. That's good though. No, man. Okay, so. All right, I want to get into this, Mike, because I thought about you the second I saw this, right? So I went to work July 3rd, right? The day before the 4th on Tuesday. I was in there, and some people, I had decent parking because some people were out, right? So I parked, and right next to my car was like this little older, it was, well, actually, it's probably about the same year as mine, like a Corolla, like a small vehicle. In the back seat, because they didn't have the cars tinted, Scar, I saw a Guitar Hero guitar just sitting in the back seat in a box, and I'm like, who is bringing their game system with them, and who is leaving it out invisible?
All right, so. Yeah. All right, so it's the day before a holiday.
It's the day before a holiday.
Day before a holiday. He might be working a little late, so you got to keep it in the car because they're going to Phillip House afterwards.
Phillip, are they going to Phillip House, or did Phillip bring it? That had to be Phillips, dog. That had to be.
You might be right. It might be Phillips car, but we not. But don't be trying to say me and Philip drive the same car. That's not how this goes. That's not how this goes.
That's how this works. But no. So it was interesting, Mike. But I was like, man, and they had all type of other stuff and wires and stuff, and I'm like, Mike, what is one of the weirdest things you've seen walking by somebody's car, like in the back seat? You ever seen anything weird like that? Because I was just walking by and I was like, huh, a music game guitar right there in the back seat.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. Hey, yo, fam. Yeah. I ain't really get an invitation, but I got sent the link to the little website for the wedding junk.
Oh yeah, nice,
man.
Yeah, man.
That's right. That's right.
Don't play around, man.
That's right.
Sam said two things. He said Philip said nobody gonna be in the office.
Look. The bride's team. The first two words of the bride's team tell you exactly why Simpson's
these two, bro.
These two, really?
These two. And I already knew my boy Durant. Like that was Floyd's dude. Like he grew up with him, went to high school with him. So I knew. And even when we was in college, Durant came down and visited just an incalculable number of times. Like every time we threw a party, Durant was there if he could make it. Like he was there clowning with us, man, having a good time. So I knew he was gonna be there. And then I think he had. I think it's another one of Frat Brothers, but I can't tell. I can't recall. But yeah, it's like either 2 or 10, bro. There was no medium. And man. But yeah,
you know what? Your best men's in them got some names, like they sound like somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like my man Bridges the Third. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And then the other man got the Esquire. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody even know what Esquire mean. Like, what does it mean when you put Esquire behind your name? What does that even mean?
It means
but it just sounds good. Like Esquire is is the paprika of suffixes. Suffixes. It's the paprika because no one knows what paprika is for, so we use a little bit on everything.
Okay, allspice?
No, we don't use no allspice on everything because that's where pumpkin spice comes from.
Oh man, well allspice is cinnamon, nutmeg, and a little bit of.
We can't do that, dog. We can't. The
man, we're gonna have to have this.
But paprika, like no one knows what paprika is for. You tell me, what is paprika best on? Everything. Like because no one knows what it's for.
It's like parsley. It's a garnish. It's a garnish. Simpson said Esquire somewhere between a knight and a gentleman. Now, that's a pimp. Right?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what it sounds like to you. Right. You say between a knight and a gentleman. Like that's the knight is the part that's gonna protect his product. The gentleman is gonna go get that product. And in between, that's where that money come from. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, man, while we're out here trying to give away free game, look, Philip, I'm gonna need you to put in on this. We can't give away free game.
I don't. You know what? I don't. Back to your original question. I don't know if I've ever seen like something in somebody's car that made me like go really. Not that I can think of. I'm pretty sure I have, but it's nothing I can really think of right now.
Now, so that drum kit behind you, I think that guitar matched that. So that's a Rock Band drum kit, right? So I think it may have been a Rock Band guitar.
That is a Guitar Hero drum kit. And that is my girlfriend's Wii drum kit for her Wii that doesn't work.
So you telling me it's a dead drum kit?
It's a dead drum kit, dog. Like
okay. That's what I needed to know, bro.
But the one good thing about the Guitar Hero drum kit, it does for the musicians out there. The Guitar Hero drum kit has a built-in MIDI adapter for it.
Nice.
It has a built-in MIDI adapter, and you don't need to jump through hoops in order to do the stuff like how you need to do with a Rock Band drum kit.
Okay, word up. That's cool. I'm not mad at that at all.
I've never used it, but apparently it has a place where you can put a MIDI controller on it and record stuff through your computer by using that drum kit. So like if you make music and stuff like that, you can record your own drum, like Just Blaze did in Show Me What You Got, the Jay-Z joint.
You said that
It samples South in Africa. It's the same sample as Rump Shaker. Come on, man.
Okay,
Get
yes,
with me.
okay.
Get with me. But the drums in that song, Just Blaze actually sampled himself playing electronic drums.
Really? That's interesting. That's cool, man. I didn't know that. That's nice. Okay. Well, Mike, listen. I wanted to bring up this one story, man, that I ran across here just this morning. So I don't know if you are some of those people who think that smartphones and anything with a microphone is always monitoring you, right?
Oh no, I know it is.
Okay. So this article that I pulled up, and I'm trying to get it to show, but it's not pulling up very well, is on USA Today. And anyway, smartphone, it says your smartphone may be spying on you, but not how you suspect. So it's not necessarily that it records anything without your permission. It's that it monitors like your screenshots, and it monitors your searches for, and now some apps do that a lot, and then if the third-party companies, that's how they know people are like jacking this information, because they send it off to third-party people for analytics and stuff. But they're using that to kind of determine your interests, right? So but it's not, they said that they found no evidence of them actually turning on microphones and recording video. Now they also said in the same breath that just because we didn't find it doesn't mean that they don't do it, or we don't, that doesn't mean that it's not done. But
they said a while ago, it was a news thing where it says that like people who don't have a built-in flashlight app, they say if you download a free flashlight app, that app is taking so much stuff. Like, look at the permissions that you are giving something as simple as a flashlight app, and they are just getting all your information, taking pictures.
I don't want to
Facebook has some and like a lot of people get mad at Facebook Messenger and says Facebook Messenger is asking me for all of these permissions. Yeah, that's because you downloaded Messenger after the fact when the Facebook app, which has the same permissions, told you that you needed Messenger. So like if you really want to protect yourself and you're worried about your privacy, you shouldn't be on Facebook, because as we said before, when you have a product that is free, guess who's the real product? That is you.
Yeah, exactly. And
I'm just not interesting enough to care. No one's really that interested in what my boring ass life is.
Right. Now,
but I did have my phone pull up some stuff for me one time when I was having a conversation with my girl about buying a TV stand.
Yeah, you told me about that.
I'm having a conversation. My phone was right there between us. I'm having a conversation about a TV stand. All of a sudden, I'm getting ads for TV stands. And I'm like, I didn't look this up. The phone was just in between us. We laying on the bed. And the phone was in between us. We having this conversation. Next thing I know, I'm getting a whole bunch of ads for TV stands. So they listening. They watching.
Somebody. Now, the way that they did the research is that the researchers went through the first... Darn, I wanted to go back. The researchers went through the first 17,000 apps. They looked at 17,000 apps. They said that 9,000 of the apps actually asked for permission to use the camera. Which, how many apps really need to use a camera? Like, does Amazon Music need to use your camera? No. And they said that of all of the apps that they found, they only found 12 that monitored like your screenshots. But that's 12 more than it should be, right? I don't want somebody monitoring my screenshots, because a lot of times I'm screenshotting memes, I'm screenshotting like products or whatever. Like I'm screenshotting article titles or headlines or whatever. So I don't want people doing that, invading my privacy like that, man. That's terrible. So I just wanted people to know, be aware.
That one guy said that His Alexa, Amazon Alexa,
Yeah.
recorded a conversation and sent it to him by accident.
Yeah, well, and then somebody else, I think Samsung phones recorded a message or something, recorded a conversation and sent it to people in a contact list. And it's just like, man, like we gotta be aware of these things, y'all. It is crazy.
And like I've said before, like if you want to really keep track of what your kids are doing and they got their own cell phone or something like that, teach them to voice search everything. Because you can go back in their search history and pull up the recording of them saying everything. It's all recorded. It's all stored on Google. Every time you do a voice search, they're actually recording it and sending it to Google.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's how I caught my daughter in the lie.
Oh, really? I mean, it's a shame you got to kind of catch your daughter in a lie, but it's a shame that we have to worry about that now as parents. You know what I mean? We got to worry about what they're going out there looking for, like what they're searching for, what information they're trying to gather. It's an additional worry, right? So, but Mike, we got time to talk about what we've been like looking at and stuff, man. So it's time to move into consumption, dog. So what has been on your plate? Because I got like 4 or 5 things, dog. So
I am watching what you call it, Lost in Space. The more time that you have without the robot, the more boring it is. And right now it's kind of now is a little shift in what's happening right now, and it is extremely boring. But I mean, I'm thinking it's gonna get back soon, hopefully.
Keep the faith.
Yeah. And then of course SuperGirl finally came on Netflix, so I got through the crossover, this year's crossover.
You did? Nice, man. Nice.
So
I started. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
SuperGirl was the last one to come on Netflix, but it's the first one of the crossover.
Listen. I started watching season 3 on Netflix because I'd watched seasons 1 and 2 already. And bruh, about 40 minutes into the first episode, I'm like, ooh, this is gonna be a hard season to get through, bruh.
Let me tell you. Is this the most recent season, or is the
it's the one right after Vonell isn't there anymore.
Okay, so let me tell you this. Before the first break, SuperGirl gets the absolute brakes beat off of her. That's what made me stick around, because she gets the beats. I only wanted to keep up for the crossover. And then I ended up watching, I didn't watch like the last 2 or 3 episodes, but now it's on Netflix. I can do that whenever. But she catches the beats, bruh.
Nice. Bruh, but she honestly, after she behaved just like in the first episode and a half, she kind of deserved it, bruh. Like, she kind of deserved it, right?
Yeah, because she's doing that whole I'm not a human thing. I'm not a human. I'm an alien. I'm different.
At the same time, she's doing this woe is me thing, and it's like, come on, son. So I'm just looking at that and they say that man, you were telling me that I guess Lois from Smallville appears on there, but I don't know who it is.
Lois from Smallville is the new version of the actress that plays her mother. Oh, okay. They don't give her a new character. They just replace the person who does the character for some reason. Oh, okay. I don't know whether the actress has something else to do or whatever.
Negotiating properties. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So cool. She ends up playing a version of her mother.
I saw it said Erica Durant, and I'm like, hey, that's Lois. And then I couldn't spot her in the thing, so I'm like, well, maybe I'm not there yet. But yeah, man. But you know what? I watched the episode of Smallville. Speaking of, season 9, and like they had her mouth taped shut for like one scene, and I was like, that's one of the best scenes she was ever in. I
mean, for real, like the Like the moment she can't talk, that is a golf clap moment, bro.
Slow clap.
Golf claps all
It's
day
one
long.
of them stand up. It's one of them stand up ones where you just like. It's just. It's one of the ones where you grit teeth. You know what I mean? You just close the mouth. It's just like, But yeah, man. So, anything else, man? Anything else you been consuming, bruh?
Man, I
know you ain't been on Frostpunk, so I ain't even gonna sweat you on that. I ain't even gonna stretch you on that.
It's been hard. It's been hard. I mean, of course, I finished Luke, and then I have not watched really anything else on my own yet. I'm watching a lot of YouTube balance between like some of the games that I want to play that I don't necessarily want to pay for, like the Jurassic Park game, which came out right before the Steam sale, so they won't actually gonna be on sale.
Yeah, man.
That's on $55 for the base version. Like a PC game is strong 55.
55, and I saw it and I was like, "Ooh, Scar gonna like that, man." It's a building, it's a simulator, it's like what Scar likes, you know. And then I saw it, I was like, $53.99. Nah, son.
They're doing a strong 55. And that's not even like the full version. Like you can get the advanced version for ridiculous. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, come on, dog. Like we're not gonna do this. Not today.
No. Not today.
But between that and trying to learn a little bit more about the Pokemon stuff, I'm getting I haven't played any Pokemon in a few days. Every time I want to play with my daughter, she don't never play, which is like ridiculous because she's the reason why I started playing this in the first place. But and I've been playing some more NCAA. I'm just doing offline stuff right now. Oh my god, I missed that game. I too.
Right.
I missed that game. And then I was determined to level up one of my perks on Killing Floor to 25. I spent almost all yesterday because it takes a lot of XP to go from 24 to 25. So my Firebug on PlayStation, because PlayStation finally got the summer update.
Nice.
So I spent, that was my highest character. He was a 24. And I was like, bruh, we gonna get to 25 today. So what I ended up doing to do it was like stop playing games with other people. And I just put on a solo endless mode. It was just raking up XP like that. And so I ended up raking up XP. Now I'm gonna tell you, I did solo endless, and I got to about 27 on my own.
What?
27 on my own because I did a level 24 Firebug, and of course because you're by yourself, you don't have as many enemies to deal with. But I had some real things happen though. Like they just do a all flesh pounds round, and you're just like, how am I gonna get out of this?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's some weird stuff that happens, but flesh pounds still sounds weirdly sexual. But but yeah, so I did that. I got there. I'm happy. I played a smidge of Rimworld. The Rimworld 1.0 is in beta. So if you opt in, you can actually play 1.0. It's a little buggy at the moment. I did buy some stuff at the Steam sale. We didn't really talk about that.
I'm about to get into it. I'm about to get into what I bought. So
I bought 3 games and I bought a Steam Link.
Okay. The Steam Link only works if you're going wireless. If your wireless is strong, but it works best if you're wired.
Okay, and I think I can pull that one off though. So I bought like, of course, my kind of games, right? I got Academia School Simulator, which is an early access game. It's like Prison Architect with a school.
Okay, cool.
And I bought what else did I buy? I bought Sim Airport.
Okay.
And then there's something else that I bought, and I can't remember what the name of it was. It's gonna come to me in a minute. I can't remember. Oh, and I did go back and I redeemed all of my Steam codes before that stuff
Oh, the Humble Bundle stuff. Yeah,
getting up out of chair. So I redeemed all of my codes. And I forgot that I had bought that Grand Theft Auto bundle and I never used any of them.
Oh, okay. Well, see, you'd have been mad too if those things went away on you, man. You'd have been mad. You'd have been hot. But I have a lot too, man. So I bought some things over the Steam sale. Is that it for you? You good?
Yeah, I can't remember the last game. Okay. So you go ahead and do your thing. I'll blurt it out. It'll be all right.
Okay. So
Tavern Tycoon. There we go.
I knew what's going on today. All right. So for me, man, my Steam sale, man, I bought a lot of games, and I'm gonna talk about a couple of them. Let's see. So, my Steam sale, I started off with Neo. I told you guys about that. I picked up Neo, but these are all the games that I picked up. So I picked up Neo Complete Edition on PC. I picked up Pinball FX3 Science, the sci-fi pack, right? Because I needed sci-fi stuff in there. Turn-based fighting, but it takes place in the dungeon, but anime. So it looks pretty cool. Really small game. And then Lightfall, the game that I saw back in PAX South in like 2015 and 2016. Bruh, greatness. It finally released, man. And I got it on PC and I bought the soundtrack. Yeah, dog. I like that game. And then also picked up Comedy Night, where you can do like a stand-up over the internet and stuff. It's an app where you can kind of do like stand-up. It's like you in a stand-up, you do a stand-up in the club. And then I picked up Bayonetta and Vanquish because they were both like almost 70% off, like $7 a piece. So I picked both of those up, man. So man, that was I'm looking at my history, my purchase history on Steam, and it shows back in December when I sent you The Witcher 2 on Steam. I was like, man.
I looked at that the other day too.
Yeah. So, but man,
like, I need to play that, but I need to play like other stuff too. Like I just don't have a lot of video game time, and when I do, it's like really late at night. It's like I start playing like a game at like 11. And it's like, do I really want to try to play something for real, or do I just want to put on this Rimworld and just kind of move with my colony a little bit, and then go to bed at like 2?
Bruh, I was up till 3 yesterday morning playing Tales of Berseria. It was a game
brother. I don't know if he already left yet, but he's. I wasn't looking at the chat. Sam said he had to go because he had to finish Raw for the podcast.
Oh, okay. Cool, man. I must have missed it, man. I guess I must be missing stuff then. Let me hear. But anyway, the hold on, give me a second. I'm mad I missed that. That's why I don't want. Man, I missed a lot of stuff. I'd be like, nah, Kroger. Should be sending me. Okay, man. Okay, man. I must have missed. Yeah, my app did not update. Shoot. Okay, I'm gonna turn that back on. But anyway, nevertheless, sorry guys. I'm telling you. So Tales of Berseria. I was up to 3 a.m. on July 4th playing that game. Finally finished it. Took me forever. 98 hours. But I got it finished. I got it knocked out, dog. And so, but I've been playing a little bit of Lightfall. I've been playing a little bit of Neo. That game is hard, but it's cool, man. I like it. It's pretty nice though, bro. Like if you can get the combat down, it's legit. Bro, I just been playing a little bit of everything, man. Vampire though, I've been playing a lot of Vampire. That is a solid game, man. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's a good game. I've been saying I was gonna have a review out, but I wanted to kind of actually finish it. But it's long, man. It's long, and choices matter. Yeah, it's really good, man. So also, my final thing here, though, I'll tell you this, man. So if you want a new podcast listening app, there's one called Castbox. It's pretty cool. It's free, of course. It's on Android. You can actually record from it and kind of send stuff out like a SoundCloud note or whatever. But it's really nice, man. I think it's put together really well. It's kind of slick, and I like it. It even allows you to have a screensaver. So even if you don't have anything going at the time, like if you have it in the background, like when you pull it up, it will show like the controls for the audio and then like the overview or whatever notes and the graphic of the show in the background. Man, that's pretty stinking sweet. So I like it. So if you're looking for a new podcast listening tool, it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. And here, let me see if I can show people. Hopefully I can. No, it's doing the face recognition thing, and I don't want it to do that. Darn it. Anyway, but yeah, that's about it, man. That's all I had. Mike, do you have any shout outs, bro? Because we can get up out of here early.
Man, let me tell y'all something. Yo, if you woke, if you real woke, we don't need you to every damn holiday be talking about something. You know what your reason why you celebrating blah 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 whatever. Like, I don't need the woke black people to tell me that I shouldn't be celebrating July 4th. I should be celebrating Juneteenth. First of all, neither one of those are really that worthy of celebrating. Like, do we really need to celebrate? Do we really need to celebrate being late to the party on the whole We Free thing? Like, is that a celebration? Is that worthy of celebration? And then, like, bruh, I need this. This is what I need you to understand.
Okay.
I am not celebrating the 4th of July. I could care less about the reason for the season. I'm just glad I ain't got to go to work today.
That's what everybody glad about.
I'm just glad I ain't got to go to work today, and possibly I can go spend some time with my people. That is pretty much every major holiday that that you get off for. That's every major holiday. That's how most people view it. Like, like there's some people who are way about the reason for the seasons and all of this other stuff, whether it's any of these. But like, bruh, it's just a day off. Calm down. It's not that serious. I'm just glad I ain't got to go to work today, and I can go get something off the grill, and I can spend some time with my people. That's all it's about. Stop making this about everything else. And especially, like, I get it, the plight of black people in this country and the plight of, people of Latino descent and all that kind of stuff, and Native Americans and a lot of people. One more thing. I don't know how true this is, but there is a picture that says Joel Osteen launches a clothing line. Do you know what the clothing line is called? Like, it's right there in your face. Like, you can't, like, as soon as I say this, you're going to be like, you're right. It's called Sheep's Clothing. He did it. Like, I don't know how real it is, because I've seen this picture, but it's the same picture. I haven't seen anything else.
All right.
I haven't seen anything else, so I don't know how true it is. And speaking of not being true, apparently the whole story about the electric slide being about a vibrator is not true, even though it was a very, very interesting story to keep you busy last week.
Word up. Well, all right, man. Get your shout outs in, bro.
Man, shout out to the people, man. Like, that's,
For sure.
We do this. We just glad you're here for it.
Yeah, no. I agree, man. I mean, we had Derek, we had Sam, we had Simpson. Is that all?
Bogus, son. You bogus, Simpson.
Man, no, he called you bogus finger.
But your wife's kind of fine though. I see you.
Stupid, man. He's like,
I see you.
All right, man. So, look, man. Well, shout out to everybody for joining us live, man. Look, we thoroughly appreciate it.
Just make sure you say hello for your boy.
No, because this you're gonna have to get
I would never do you dirty because someone did me dirty. But if I was gonna do somebody dirty,
stupid, man, stupid dog. All right, man. So listen, y'all. Don't forget to go out there and support Scar on Facebook. I don't know why you never pimped this yourself. Don't forget to go out there and support Scar. Facebook.com/PTCAC. PTCAC.
I have not painted very much lately, and I can feel it in my soul. Like, I don't feel like it's probably why I feel like team effort. Like, because I've been off my painting, like, I just haven't.
You know what the problem is? Your chi is off balance.
I need to balance my chi.
You need to balance your chi. Dog.
Shout out to Luke Cage.
Shout out to Luke
Cage. Iron Fist watchable.
Right? Hey, the Defenders did it though. The Defenders made him watchable.
No.
He's actually likable.
The Defenders made him a joke And because we understood the joke and agreed with the jokes, we rolled with it. But we didn't get a character that we really wanted to watch. We just was forced to watch him because he was with everybody else. And because he was the butt of the jokes, we was like, all right, cool, I can do this.
Yeah, it's cool, man. I like Luke Cage. Next week or at some point, you and I will probably talk about it because I think the addition of a certain character makes it feel more like Daredevil.
Bruh, I'm gonna tell you. Look, I'm gonna tell you one thing, right? All right, so I have to look. We stretched this out. You said we was gonna be finished early. We not, but there is a. You finished Luke Cage, right?
No, not yet. I'm starting episode 11, but I got past episode 10 with main ingredient.
You got past enough.
Yeah,
to understand what I'm about to say. Okay. One, like I get email requests for a quote, and sometimes you can put just one name on it. You can put your full name or whatever like that. One of the
hey, simply put, the villain this season is greatness, though, sir.
No, but the real villain is Mariah.
I hear what you're saying. But I enjoy it. I enjoyed the villain this season. But everybody, we've been in your ears too long. Thank you so much for watching and or listening to Facetious episode 129. Please remember to leave us a review on iTunes, on Stitcher, on Google Podcasts, Google Music, on Casper, wherever you listen to this show. Leave us a review. We thoroughly appreciate it. Because like my boy Mike says, y'all could have been anywhere doing anything else, but you decided and opted to listen to us, so we appreciate it. Shout outs to OFRN Radio.
I didn't make that up.
Okay, I just said how you say. Shout outs to OFR. I've been listening to. I got back around to listening to the podcast, the live cast that they did out there in Nashville, and then the following podcast that released. I haven't listened to all of it yet, but I started listening to it today. So shout outs there. Finally got back on my EDG. And I finally got everything rolling in my cast box. I subscribe to 15 podcasts now, and that's a lot. And
I'll probably listen to podcasts. I started listening to, I had Marcus on the show last week, and he does a show called Not Your Friends. I didn't realize that show is at least 2.5 hours. I'm like, bruh, I had to put it on 2 times
2x.
speed.
2x.
I had to put it on 2 times speed while I was just playing Killing Floor.
Yeah, and also on Castbox, you can adjust the speed, the playback speed as well.
And that's one thing I hate about, like, bro, if your podcast is only on SoundCloud, do something about that. Like, for real, the SoundCloud app sucks. I can't speed nothing up. Like, it's stupid. I do not like SoundCloud. Just get your stuff put to iTunes so I can download it on my phone through my app that I actually use, and I might actually get around to your podcast. Even if I like you, even if we boys, we like. He froze. I don't know if I'm still here. Who's still here? Blue froze. There you go.
Okay, I guess it's back. They cut it off. It said it had ended, but I guess it's still back. So I don't know, but I was just giving a shout out to Tap the Craft because that cool really shouted out. I was giving a shout out to Tap the Craft for the Tap the Craft. So I finally got my, like I said, I got all of my subscriptions going again. We ready to go. But everybody, thank y'all so much. Look, we'll be back in front of y'all.
I went on an epic SoundCloud rant, and then you just left. So I don't know what actually got recorded.
I didn't leave. Everything you were like at the very end, you were clapping your hands, just like, I need y'all to get on iTunes and stuff. Even if you're my boy, like, I might actually listen to your show. Is basically what you were saying. So
okay. I got you.
So now you pretty much made the whole rant, but that's about it though, y'all. So that's it. We'll be back hopefully the rest of this month to wrap it out, and then we may take a hiatus in August. Well, Mike.
I don't know. I don't know yet, but I'm just kind of,
I mean, you kind of own it. Hey, man, go paint something. Go paint something and get your chin
I got another
balanced.
podcast to prepare for, so not today.
Paint during the podcast. All right, y'all. Peace out to the Warriors, y'all.
Peace out to the Warriors, yo.